And we are live. Tonight, we are on with Dolph and Nicole, and we are doing this cool little uh, distillery out of Montreal, Quebec. Here, I'm just going to pull up their website because I like this. They came back out of the days when rum running was everything that we looked at, all gangster and stuff like that. Their webpage is all about us doing that whole. We buried our liquor in the spices, so we're going to name our spice box. Cool little site. You guys should check it out if you want to add a little bit more. But we discovered.
Keep scrolling up. She's pretty. Sorry. Well, not anymore.
Well, she's kind of cut off.
I like the smile. That's good.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Check out their website. It's spiceboxwhiskey.ca. And these guys are out of Montreal. So, and as soon as I get my mouse back over here, it's a lot of landscape when you're scrolling across two screens. So, but we're doing a couple samples, and I'm going to start with Drew's sample because just going through the nosing on it. Well, Nicole also has it. We're comparing that one, which is a chocolate spiced whiskey, against their newer version, which is just chocolate whiskey. And then Nicole also has another double chocolate. So we're doing everything that Dolph doesn't like tonight. Chocolate, more chocolate, sweetness, and oh, heavenly God, more chocolate.
But I'm here for you. That's it. I'll do it. It just
It was,
come on, double fist.
Double fisting. Yeah. Okay. I will double fist, but I'm gonna have I'll leave the Pritchards to the side.
Yeah,
just for a second.
It's the last. There is a distinct difference on the nose between the spiced and the non-spiced.
Yeah.
Well, right? And which one is spiced? Because if I look at my little taster, it says Spice Box Chocolate 35%. That's from Drew, and
the one for Drew is the spiced.
Is spiced chocolate. Okay.
Yeah. The one in the chicken scratch is me.
They both smell like cereal from my childhood, like the
cocoa nibs or something like
No, what was it called? There was Blueberry, Frankenberry, and chocolate. What was the chocolate one?
Chocolate, the
Count Chocula.
Count Chocula. That's it.
So that's what this brings me back to.
Yeah.
This is Count Chocula to me, and the last time I really enjoyed sweetness was when I was a kid. So that's what it smells like. But yeah, a difference, and the spice. You say there's a distinct difference in the spice, but it just smells sweeter to me.
No, it's I'm getting like a bit of a baking spice on it.
Do you? Okay. Well, you talking cinnamon, like that type? Christmas?
Yeah. More like your Christmas flavors.
It's not that
very mild.
It's not as much of that manufactured chocolate sweetness.
Yeah, we should have actually had chocolate bars here, some dark chocolate on the side as well, and kind of dipped into that. That would have worked. You got some? Good.
Right.
Actually, I'll probably get a couple of those little chocolates from Costco. I'll throw those in just to see.
You know what works good is those little chocolate squares. You get them in light and dark. They're just quarter inch by inch and a half.
Yeah, no, that the new version is really on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing with this? Is it all for? Well, it's obviously for a mix because I can't picture too many people just doing this straight up.
Oh yeah, we completely use this for cocktails.
So what type of cocktail?
Well, even in our tasting, I did the peanut butter whiskey with the chocolate. Oops. Crash. Right here. I'll do peanut butter whiskey. Mix that with chocolate whiskey.
And Reese's peanut butter cup, not Reese's.
No.
Canadian. Kent's peanut butter cup. Done.
Well, you could mix this with like milk and Kahlua easily, or throw it in with a coffee concoction.
Yeah, this would go with milk by itself easily. It's got more than enough chocolate to support that. So, I mean, it is barrel aged, 3 years, dark chocolate. Right? It's a rye whiskey as well, right? So,
Is it? It felt like it feels corn-like. It's a blend too, right? Does it say anything about corn? Because it's just the mouthfeel I'm getting on it.
Blended
More
rye
than-
whiskey.
yeah.
So they likely have that corn component that we've learned just to bring up that sweetness.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. They don't say anything. The ingredients is Canadian whiskey, which could be who knows what.
It's usually like 95% corn, 2% barley, 3%
That being
rye,
said,
something like that.
I think that they're boosting their sweetness with the glucose fructose in here. Because they do water, glucose, fructose, natural flavor, and vanilla.
Yeah, well, look at the color.
I'm getting vanilla as well.
There's vanilla added as well.
Okay.
In the new one?
I'm
Okay,
getting intense.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the old one is Canadian whiskey, water, glucose, fructose, and natural flavor, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I get vanilla on the second.
Yep.
More on the palate than the nose. The nose, I'm going a little bit blind now because just going into sweetness.
The on mine, the second one, the new one, it tastes like if you were to drink vanilla extract. Right?
I've never done that, but maybe I should. Just for the experience.
Yeah. It's we did a vanilla tasting between real bean and extract at one time.
Yep.
And the extract has always got that, like, it sticks to your tongue, right? And it's got that kind of almost sharpness to it.
But you've made your own vanilla.
Yeah.
Right? It's the vanilla bean mixed with some type of alcohol.
Yep.
Is it a cheap alcohol or is it something specific?
You can make it with vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Let it sit in the cupboard for a year and away you go. It's just buying the vanilla beans here. You know, they're $6 to $9 a bean.
If
And
you
how
can
many
find
do you
them.
need?
Yeah, I have a source for them now. So if you ever want vanilla, let me know.
Okay.
You need to throw a couple into, like, you put them into a quart sealer.
Quart sealer, you're talking about like canning.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well,
Wow.
I don't know if this is sad or not, but I like the newest one better than the older one. It's less sweet.
Yeah.
Which is
Figure.
that's the only reason I like it. However, the nose on this Pritchard's is lovely. Now I haven't tasted it yet, but the nose on the Pritchard's I like a lot. So I'm just starting that now.
It's got a real rye nose to it.
Maybe that's why I like it, is the spice, right?
Yeah. The first thing, the rye just hit my.
Okay. Yeah. And on the palate, I'm sure it's going to be less sweet than this one, but
yeah.
Let's try.
We're good. I just noticed. Hello there, Adam.
Hey, how you doing?
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, man.
Did you pour both? You've got
I
a
did.
whiskey glass.
I do. I got two yet.
What happens when you leave it there? He never gives one back to you. I got to say, it's not my fault because I had way too much to drink that night, and that's why it got left there. And I think that Dave from Whiskey Drop took it anyway. So
Whatever. They were.
yeah, there you go.
I didn't buy them for collectors.
Yeah.
Which one is the older one then? Kent's?
No, Drew's.
Drew's is. Okay.
Yeah, the one with the.
Yep.
That's the older one.
Yeah.
I like the older one over the new one, and the new one I find too sweet.
See, I was the opposite. I found the newer one less sweet than the older one, and that's why I liked it. That's funny.
I'm gonna say I like the flavor of the older one, but I like the nose of the newer one.
The older one's spicier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, much spicier, more whiskey flavor, whereas the newer one is more chocolate. Like, it smells like a hot chocolate. The new one, just boom. It's like,
And then the Pritchards, I think they forgot the chocolate.
Yeah, so Nick gave the Pritchards, and you didn't have it, and Nick gave me heck for not giving it to you. But
okay.
we just found out that you'd be doing this tonight. So,
That's all good.
but this is lovely. It's great on the nose.
So on the back of the bottle, it says, no two flavors are more complementary than bourbon and chocolate. One of our greatest collaborations is our many years of producing fine American spirits has been with the Olive and Sinclair Chocolate Company of Nashville, Tennessee. Handcrafted and stone ground in small batches, Southern artisan chocolate is combined with our famous double-barreled bourbon in our secret process to produce a wonderful flavor experience.
I like it. Not as much as I would if it was just probably Pritchard's on the rocks or just Pritchard's by itself. But if with the comparison between the three, this is the one I'm picking. And again, it's the vanilla on the nose I like. So the vanilla on this one, and Kent's the vanilla on the newest Spice Box chocolate. But this having much less sweetness than yours and more spice.
So this is the newer one.
That's it.
I'm kind of wondering if they shortened their bourbon distilling up on it a little bit and added chocolate for
just to finish it off.
Just to finish it or to cover it, maybe.
Okay.
I've had Pritchards in the past and I've really enjoyed it. I'm not enjoying this quite as much as I would. Again, could be the chocolate from the first two that's throwing my buds off, but
it really comes across different for a bourbon, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of those typical flavors that we've become quite accustomed to.
Yeah.
Okay, more water. Cleanse the palate. Try that again. A little bit of a restart now. All right.
I like the spice though on that on the older one. It just tastes more whiskey, rye, kind of just nice.
Mm-hmm.
So a peppery spice or like a baking spice?
I think pepper. Yeah. Definitely pepper. Has like the Mayan Aztec chocolate style, like
there we go.
Got a little kick to it. It's nice. Yeah.
What's the percentage on this, Kent? Are they both 35? Both spice boxes?
Yeah. And then Nicole's is 45.
Yeah, the Pritchard's is 45.
That's why I like it. More alcohol.
So, am I wrong or am I wrong? I thought you couldn't call it whiskey if it was under 40%. Is it just 3 years in the barrel in Canada? I thought it had to be over 40% as well.
Gotta be 40% too.
Mm-hmm.
What's it say on your bottle? Doesn't say whiskey.
Oh, yes, it does.
It says whiskey.
Whiskey like chocolate whiskey.
It says chocolate whiskey. So, yeah, because they are saying Canadian rye whiskey with dark chocolate. But then bottling at 35, does that actually count as a whiskey?
I would have thought it would have been a liqueur.
Maybe this is some of that gray area in our rules where it's not as defined, where in Scotland it's very defined. Nothing below 40 can be called a whiskey.
Yep.
Like we're 3 years in a barrel. We are...
Got to be in wood.
It has to be in wood, has to be in Canada.
Less than 700 liters.
Yeah. But we don't necessarily say ABV.
Yeah. They definitely say that they're 3 years in the barrel, though. So.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. So I'm just a quick look up. Aged in small wood, which is less than 700, no less than 3 years. Possess the aroma, taste, and character generally attributed to Canadian whiskey. Manufactured in accordance to the requirements of the Excise Act and the regulations made thereunder. Mash, distilled, aged in Canada. Contain not less than 40% alcohol by volume. See? It has to. So, may contain caramel and flavoring. It says that as well.
Yeah. Chocolate just being a flavoring. So.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure how they get away with it. Unless...
Well, they get away with it until somebody calls them out. Yeah.
Because it says chocolate whiskey, maybe that's their way of getting around it, just making people think it is a liqueur instead of. But
With missing advertising.
Loophole.
Yeah, I mean, even you look at the label underneath, it says Canadian rye whiskey with dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to get around that. So, again,
I think maybe...
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
I think this maybe goes to some of that Canadian spirit where we are producing spirits and we're not focusing sometimes so much on the legislation and the rules, hog tying Scotch producers, hog tying bourbon producers. We're experimenting a whole lot more, and people aren't as caught up with shaking fingers at you.
Not so sticky on it. Not like like the bourbon, right? Yeah.
It's more, see, let's see what you guys can do. Okay.
Yeah.
You're selling. It hasn't killed anybody yet. Good on you.
all right, everyone pick up the newest one, Kent's. And I want to see if you smell a certain thing I just smelled. I just picked it out because I was looking for it for a while. Ready? And it was right before I swallowed. I was inhaling as I was swallowing. It was Play-Doh. The smell of Play-Doh. It's a fantastic smell. It's a great smell.
It is a fantastic.
But I got Play-Doh as I was inhaling and swallowing at the same time.
And Dolph is
Marshmallows.
suggesting, yeah. No, hey, Dolph, I'm getting tar.
Tar. I'm okay with tar too, but the Play-Doh I think is a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, I totally get the Play-Doh. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the power of suggestion, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys had Play-Doh in your hands? Because
This afternoon.
Fairly recently, I am in an elementary junior high, so they do have Play-Doh.
We do have grandkids.
I'm not getting that Play-Doh. I get marshmallow.
I can go with marshmallow, but not Play-Doh.
No.
Yeah.
Right at the back, right before I swallow, as I'm inhaling, I get Play-Doh right before I swallow. Yep, that's Play-Doh for me. It's all gone, which is okay.
No, I
Oh, well, it's gone now.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I totally get it. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
It's an intensity like after the chocolate. It's like chocolate becomes the Play-Doh kind of.
Yeah.
no, it's
It
like
blends.
for me.
Yeah,
it's like you dip a marshmallow in caramel. That's my finish on it.
All right. Well, both chocolate ones are done.
Mhm.
I polished them off. Thank God. Not thank God. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Sorry. Someone might really like it. It's obviously palatable because I ate it. I'm still smiling.
You
But
didn't
it
eat it.
does
You drank
remind
it.
me of Count Chocula and Play-Doh from my childhood. and these are good memories.
Okay, Dolph, here's for your sweet tooth. I'm gonna
Nope.
add.
I've got some of that. Like I bought Laura some, and it's even too sweet for my wife, buddy. Laura actually said that's too sweet, and we got that last year when we went to where was it? We went down south with
Yeah.
my trailer.
Wait, your
What's the
motorhome?
name of the city at Eau Claire? We were in
Turner Valley.
Turnabout. Thank you. And our way back up, I'm not sure what little hick town we were in. We found that in an IGA liquor place, and I bought it for her. And she said, "No, I can't drink it. It's too sweet."
Oh, it mixes really well with the chocolate, though.
Okay, I believe you. It's too late. It's done. I'm sticking with the bourbon. I'm sticking with the Pritchard, which
Perfect.
does have
Okay, so favorites, overall favorites.
Pritchards.
The Pritchard.
Although I do like the thought of Play-Doh and Count Chocula.
Nice.
It does. It's little 6-year-old Dolph just playing in front of the TV on Saturday morning. That's the memory.
And Nicole, your overall favorite?
I kind of like the old spice box.
And Adam, you only got to try the two, but
Yeah, and out of the two, I mean, they are very, very different, which just surprised me so much on the differences. So, to be honest, yeah, I appreciate both. Like, I do find the newer one, yours, to be a little bit sweeter, definitely. And but then there's a mood that you're in for that, and that's totally cool. And I totally get that Play-Doh. Like, I know what you mean, and I don't know how else to describe it too. Once you said Play-Doh, I'm like, yeah, no, I smell that. I'm sure there's another way to describe it, but that older one, I mean, I am a rye fan too, so it's like that rye spice. And I know, Kent, you're not as much of the rye, kick, so, and preferences and whatnot, but I like that spice, that peppery chocolate. I'm always a fan of the cayenne pepper with the chocolate and all of that. So I think I'll have to go. I'm going to go with Nick and the old chocolate box or spice box chocolate. That's the money for me.
well, perfect. And I'm going to have to say I'm preferring the new one as well. But I don't know. I care for chocolate in my bourbon, I found.
So us two, right?
Yeah.
These two are the new ones, and then those two.
Yeah. The other way. Yeah.
There, that one and that one. Right there.
Yeah.
Done. Are the
Awesome.
second one.
There you go.
You think
Well,
that'd
we've
be
been
better?
20
I've
minutes,
been
boys
doing
and
this
girls.
for a long time, so.
So I think I'm going to end this broadcast, and we'll stop boring our peoples out there and continue on with the Saturday night. Thanks for the warm up.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
You too, man.